Well, Raider Nation, Tom Brady is now 0 for 2 in trying to recruit talent to the Las Vegas Raiders. Boy, I usually post one video a day, and the news in the offseason just flies like an eagle. It is so fast. It is so rapid fire. Things can change in an instant. And now Matthew Stafford, after it was reported last night that he had come to a deal with the Raiders and it was just up to the Rams to go ahead and request what they wanted for a trade for him, is now staying in Los Angeles with the Rams. That's the NFL. That is professional sports. Things can change like that. And it certainly has. So now here's the situation. Las Vegas Raiders believed 100% that Ben Johnson was coming because of the Tom Brady effect. That didn't happen. He turned coat and then even tried to say that, it was never even an option. Then Matthew Stafford, bro time with the GOAT, hanging out at his house, skiing with him. Now the Rams have said, okay, we'll match the Raiders deal and restructure you because we don't have a quarterback. Kind of thought that would be a possibility, but all of us in the media had believed that the Rams wouldn't be able to match what the Raiders were going to offer. And apparently, Matthew Stafford is more content just staying a Ram instead of moving to the Raiders. And Tom Brady, the Tom Brady effect, the GOAT effect, is not panning out too well. So far, he's 0-2. And I think that this should be eye-opening for Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady should realize that he has a lot more work to do. It's going to take more to get premier talent here than him just saying, hey, come work for me. I'm the GOAT. I'm Tom Brady. I've got 7 Super Bowl rings. And that's where we're at. So now, where does this leave the Las Vegas Raiders? Because as I said in this morning's video, and you guys can go and watch that because there is a very interesting part in there about Malcolm Kuntz. So if you want to know what's going on with that, go watch this morning's video. But what does that mean now for the Raiders moving forward? Well, it means that we're still pretty much out of the quarterback sweepstakes for the draft. It means Sam Darnold, who the Raiders are very high on, is still in play. It means Russell Wilson is still in play. It means Justin Fields is still in play. And it means that the Raiders could draft Jackson Dart in the second round or Dillon Gabriel, both of which are on the draft board for the Raiders, but only if he's available in the second round. They have said that they're not going to draft him. According to sources, they have said that they will not draft either Jackson Dart or Dillon Gabriel in the first round. Now, could that just be fodder? They at least leak that out because they want everybody else to believe that those guys are second round draft picks, and maybe they are higher on those guys. Maybe they're really just trying to get Shador and they're pulling some shenanigans that way. Who really knows at this point? What we do know is we are just a couple weeks away from the free agency fully opening up. And then a lot of things are going to change in regards to what the Raiders are going to do. And it's gonna show a lot. At this point right now, here's the thing. I thought if you go and you get Matt Stafford, you are an instant competitor because this dude is a good quarterback. I read the comments on this morning's video, and I know a lot of people are saying he's not that great. He is a good quarterback. The dude has a Super Bowl ring, and he can chuck the ball. But he is 37, and like I said, when you're bringing in a 37-year-old quarterback, even if they have a Super Bowl, you're pretty much saying this is a bridge guy, right? And if you bring in a Sam Darnold who's only like 26, you're saying this dude could be our franchise quarterback. And the fact that you could even get a Sam Darnold who's younger and has more of an upside than Matt Stafford does, to me, I think that kind of makes a little bit more sense. Now, with that being said, you still have Aiden O'Connell, who is basically the same quarterback as Sam Darnold, And he's not $30 or $35 million a year. He's a lot cheaper than that because he's still on his rookie contract. And this dude is not requesting any type of restructuring or extensions because he hasn't shown anything yet, right? He's shown some flashes. He's shown some ability, but he hasn't won a bunch of games. He hasn't gotten us to a playoff run. So I think the Raiders are back at square one, and all options are still on the table. Like John Spytek said at his press conference just a couple of days ago, all options are on the table in the free agency to add to this quarterback room with the quarterbacks that are in the building right now and in the draft. So they're going to add quarterbacks. It's obviously not going to be Matt Stafford now. That's fine. Let's move on. Is it going to be a Sam Darnold? Now, with Matthew Stafford, it was a trade so the Raiders could have contact with him. With Sam Darnold being an unrestricted free agent, they technically can't have contact with him just yet. They have to wait until the free agency opens, and then they can go and make their push for him. Now, does that mean that the Raiders haven't had conversations on the sly with him or his agent or his agent's brother? I guarantee you they have, because all NFL teams, all professional teams cheat. Because if you're not cheating, you're not winning. Look at the Patriots and how they won 7 Super Bowls. Look at the Chiefs and how they've won 3 Super Bowls, 4 Super Bowls, whatever it is, right? So everybody has to have an advantage over the next team. And they turn a blind eye to a lot of these things. I think that right now the Raiders are probably having some sort of a feeler conversation with somebody close to Sam Darnold's camp. But we don't know what Minnesota is going to do with Sam Darnold. Is Sam Darnold going to be a Minnesota Viking? Is he going to be their franchise quarterback? Because he might be. They might give him a 3-year deal. They might pay him $35 million a year. And then just say, J.J. McCarthy, you're just going to sit there and you're going to like it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to learn. And then when you're ready, you'll take over in 3 or 4 years. But maybe not. Maybe they look at J.J. McCarthy's potential. He showed a lot of it in the preseason. Maybe they look at that and they say, no, JJ's our guy. We're going to move on from Sam Darnold and let him walk. He was just a 1-year bridge just to get us through the injury period of J.J. McCarthy, who is our future franchise quarterback. That's why we drafted him. That means Sam Darnold will be out there. I think right now, if I was a gambling man, which I'm not, but if I was to bet on it, I would probably say Sam Darnold is, if he hits the free agency, the Raiders will spare no expense to go get him. If they were going to pay $40 to $50 million a year with a bunch of guaranteed money to a 37-year-old, they will certainly pay $35 to $40 million a year for a 26-year-old. Let me know what you guys think about it. Drop your comments down in the video, or drop your comments down below. And also, make sure you hit that subscribe button. See you guys in the next video.